What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 115, and we start today's episode off with a game in the Champions League here in the quarterfinals against Manchester United at Old Trafford. So for the first leg we return to England for what I believe is the first time since we left Millwall. We're back in England for a game. We take on United at Old Trafford with our star-studded Napoli side as we look to try and get the Champions League this year. This is definitely a big priority for us. The league, as things stand, we're on a crusade in the league. We should really be going all the way to claim our title once again. But the Champions League, of course, you know, is the tournament we really want to win alongside the league title. We take on David Moyes' Mill with a very decent side there. Interestingly enough, Higuain was not starting this game. We take on Moyes' men at Old Trafford, and the first chance will come in the 11th minute as Brian Carrasco gets on the ball and finds Mario Balotelli. Some nice passing. Eventually saw Balotelli give the ball back to Brian Carrasco. He takes on Yanko down the left-hand side. Nice little Berber spin. Gets onto his right foot and shoots, but it just goes over the bar. So Carrasco has had a great debut season here for Napoli. He struggled to break through, but in the games he's played, he's done very well. Almost gave us the lead here in this game. But from the goal kick, De Gea eventually launches it towards Wayne Rooney up top. Ranocchia goes for the header and wins it. It comes to Mario Balotelli, who gets onto the ball. Back heels it to Bariti, who finds Lucas. Lucas then stops the ball. Scoot turns before rolling it off to De Sciglio. Down the right-hand side, it keeps on going. Fake shots around his man. Gets down the right-hand side. Tries to fizz across into the centre. And Chris Smalling just about managed to clear the ball away there. He almost carried it over his line, but thankfully for him, he did prevent the goal. And it turned out to be a great piece of defending. So still 0-0 as we almost took the lead there. In the 24th minute, Eden Hazard gets on the ball for us and plays a wonderful ball over the top towards Lucas. Brilliant run by the Brazilian, goes through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Ronaldo chops around him, and the referee has no choice but to award a penalty. I could have easily sweated the ball to Balotelli. I could have easily blasted it into the near post, but I just knew that De Gea would lunge at the feet of Lucas, and therefore I was, to be honest, I was trying to get De Gea sent off really to give us an even bigger advantage. But Lucas got taken down. It was a definite penalty, and the man that would stand up and take it was Mario Balotelli. Of course, this guy we brought from Manchester United in the summer for £20 million plus Higuain. Could he score on his return to Old Trafford? Balotelli against De Gea. Yes, he could. Balotelli gets the goal. And I just have to say, man, there feels like there's some kind of bug in my career mode where if you put a penalty on target, you will score. Because it seems like every single penalty where the goalkeeper dives the right way, he never seems to be able to save it. All he can do is divert the ball into the net. This is like the 6th penalty out of like 7 attempts where the goalkeeper's dived the right way and he puts the ball into his own net. It's actually getting scary how ridiculous this is of a coincidence. If it's not a bug, then it must be the most bizarre coincidence ever, because Balotelli's penalty hits the thigh of De Gea and goes into the back of the net, and it's just weird how it seems to happen every single time. But even so, I'm not complaining because Balotelli got the penalty. He scored from the penalty after Lucas was brought down, and it was 1-0 to Napoli. And in the 43rd minute, Hazard gets played through down the left-hand side here. A great chance to make it 2-0. It's Hazard who Ronaldo chops past his man, then the roulette, then the fake shot. Brilliant dribbling by Hazard. Tries to chip De Gea, but unfortunately tips the ball up in the air, and United managed to get the ball away. So still 1-0 after the first half. In the second half, United wanted to respond instantaneously, and as Shawcross delivers this free kick here, Gutierrez seems to get tripped up by Rooney. Couldn't really get a header on it. Eventually it came to Christian Eriksen, and the former Spurs man puts the ball into the back of the net. So United won, Napoli won with basically their first chance of the game. Christian Eriksen makes it 1-1, and that absolutely sucks. In the 61st minute, though, we tried to get ourselves back in front. Lucas fake shots around Butner there. Lovely piece of skill, then the body feint. Great chip over the top towards Balotelli. Gets past Smalling, but his shot is well saved by De Gea. So we cannot beat the Spanish goalkeeper for a second time, and it was still 1-1. But from the corner, it's crossed in towards Leao Gutierrez. It's headed up in the air. It comes to Lucas. Lucas controls it really well. Tries to shoot, and he tries to bend it into the far corner, but unfortunately, it does go wide of the post. So still 1-1. We were threatening, looking to score that second goal. In the 73rd minute, a great chance for United goes begging as Phil Jones gets on the ball and finds Nani, but as Nani gets into the box and crosses it in, Higuain off the bench heads the chance wide. So what a great chance for Higuain to score against us there, but unfortunately it was still 1-1. And in the 77th minute, another great chance for us. Eden Hazard goes down left hand side. Nice little 1-2 between him and Balotelli. Hazard goes through, but his shot is well saved by De Gea, and Carrasco's crossing is met by the head of Hazard again, but unfortunately once again De Gea makes a really good save. So a great double stop by the Spanish goalkeeper there. He was playing very, very well, and unfortunately we could not beat him for a second time. But from the corner, it was crossed into the box towards the head of Ranocchia. It was Balotelli who actually won the header, but it was once again well saved by De Gea, and it was still 1-1. In the 82nd minute, the last chance would fall for United. Valencia's corner met Higuain's header, but he could only put the ball wide. So the game finished 1-1 there. Higuain couldn't come off the bench and score against us for the first time since leaving, and the game would finish as a score draw at 1-1. So we'll have the upper hand going into the game at the Stadio San Paolo. We've got that crucial away goal, which is very, very important in Europe. And yeah, we do have that crucial away goal, and we have the upper hand going back to Italy. So I'm very pleased with the result. Would have liked the win. We had a lot of chances, really, but we got to take the draw. United are a good side, and we'd have to take the 1-1 draw as a positive. After that, we saw that Hazard said thank you for getting into the team, and Lukaku also said that he wanted to play in the next game. But of course, we will be simulating the next game. It was in the league against Bologna, and with us sort of, you know, coming into the second third, the third of the season, the final third of the season now, it really does feel as though we've already got the league title won, and it kind of sucks, to be honest, because I was hoping this season, although it would be a good one for us, and it has been so far, I was hoping it wouldn't be so easy in the league. And as you guys have seen, we just blitzed past everyone. In this game against Bologna, we simulated it, and we won by 5-0. That's without me playing, you know. So even if you guys think I'm really like overpowered and too good at the game, that's without me playing the game. We just blitzed past them to win 5-0. So it's very, very simple, unfortunately, which is why I'm simulating most of the league games now, because quite frankly, we don't need to play them. We've got the title basically won and in our bag. We don't really need to play the games, because otherwise all it's going to do is slow down the progression in this season, and it's going to take us a lot longer to actually, you know, get through to the next season, which I know a lot of people want. So that's why we're simulating most of the league games. We're still playing quite a few, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue, really, but it's, I don't know, it's just so hard to please everyone on YouTube, isn't it? Some people complain, some people don't. Some people complain when you don't do what they want. Then they'll say thank you when you get it back, and then they'll never sort of understand that some people want different to what they want. It's so annoying, but that's why we simulate most of the games at the moment. And with the league basically won, you'll see the league table in just a moment, it feels kind of pointless to play those games, because we would obviously win those games with ease, and you know, it takes so long to get past these games and, you know, work our way towards the end of the season. You know, at the moment the Champions League must be the funnest thing about this series right now and this season, and therefore playing the leagues where most of the games are formalities and, you know, that it's kind of just slowing down the progress, it must not be very fun. So it's just hard to please everyone, really, but there you go. Some people will always complain regardless, but here's the squad report as we enter the new month. Here's a look at how the players are doing and what attributes they are progressing in, and also here is a look at the league table. We have 9 games to go, and as you can see, we are 15 points clear of Juventus, Roma, Milan and Fiorentina, so quite a battle there between those 4 teams, but we're 15 points clear of all of them. Our goal difference is really superior, and you know, it requires so many drop points for us to not retain our league title, which is why I just don't really see too much point in playing the league games unless they are interesting ones. But we took on Manchester United once again for the Champions League semi-final second leg here as we enter April now. Only got a few games to go left in this season, so taking on United, and of course in the Champions League, that is now our priority, which means that we do try and play as strong a side as possible for this game, trying to get ourselves through to the Champions League semi-finals by beating Manchester United over 2 legs. And of course we do have the upper hand. As you would have just seen the first game, we drew it 1 apiece, but we did have that all-important away goal, so United would have to score here in Italy, and I fancied our chances really of keeping a clean sheet as well, because despite Rooney being a great striker, he's getting on in the game, and obviously Eriksen is a great playmaker, Nani and Valencia, 2 very good wingers. I still fancy my chances of keeping a clean sheet, really, so I came to this game feeling very confident about our chances, and the first chance would come in the 5th minute. Mario Balotelli gets past Hernandez, and I couldn't really shrug him off, so I decided to shoot from range, and unfortunately the shot hit the bar, and Insigne's follow-up effort went over the bar. What a goal that would have been by Balotelli, but still 0-0, but some warning signs early on for United here, and in the 11th minute, a great chance for them to get the goal they needed. Valencia runs clear here, plays the ball back towards Phil Jones, who shoots from range, but it is well saved by Vardy there, so Jones almost getting a goal and putting United in front in this game, but it was still 0-0. In the 21st minute though, you see us play out here as El Kaddouri finds De Chilio. It's an amazing through ball by our right back, what a ball that is, but unfortunately De Gea comes out to clear it, actually hits Chris Smalling, goes up in the air and goes out for a corner, so that would have been a great goal had Balotelli managed to struggle Smalling, but he couldn't. But we did win a corner. It was crossed into the centre towards Ranocchia, headed away only as far as Carrasco on a half volley, and it just goes wide, so what a goal that would have been there. So still 0-0, but some good chances for both sides early on. And pretty much straight after that, Carrasco goes down the right hand side here, takes on Butner, beats him with the Ronaldo chop, then the Berber spin here, gets past him eventually with the body feint. Wonderful skill by Carrasco, crosses the ball in towards Insigne, it goes up in the air, and Florenzi's bicycle kick is well saved by De Gea, so still 0-0. We were threatening so much, and in the 39th minute, Carrasco gets past Butner once again here. He was having a terrible game, the United left back. Lovely little Berber spin here, keeps on going, then the Ronaldo chop, then the heel flick, stops the ball, Scoop turns to get around him again. He just didn't know where Carrasco was going, he crosses the ball ball in, and Insigne's header is well saved by De Gea. So the breakthrough would surely come eventually. We were playing so well. And in the 47th minute here, you see Ranocchia clear the ball up the pitch towards Balotelli. Balotelli collects the ball here, gives it to Brian Carrasco. He chips the ball over the top towards Balotelli, who goes for goal on a half volley. It hits the post, but it finds Florenzi. He hits the post as well, but from the shot, it did actually go into the back of the net. So although it hit the post, it still managed to go into the back of the net, and we did have the lead, and it was coming as well. United had one good chance with Phil Jones, but other than that, we were really dominant, and United didn't really cause us too many problems. So Balotelli almost scoring a nice goal, but we'll take the goal from Florenzi from the rebound, and we do take the lead in this game. So United, who still had to score anyway, we're now behind in this game. So 1-0 to us, and in the 57th minute, Hamsik gets onto the ball here and rolls it out wide towards the Shilio here. It was having a great game for us to right back. Plays a good ball through to Brian Carrasco. Carrasco gets onto it and finds El Kaduri. Kaduri goes down the right hand side, swings in the cross, and Balotelli wins the header and makes it 2-0. So United now to score 2 goals on the night, and it was looking so unlikely they would beat us and go through to the semi-finals. That goal was so funny. When Kaduri crossed the ball in, I just knew Balotelli was going to reach it. It was like I'd already sort of known what was going to happen. As soon as the cross came in, Balotelli started sprinting, and I just knew he was going to win the header and score. So Balotelli makes it 2-0, and straight from kickoff, United give the ball away. Florenzi finds Balotelli, who shoots, but it's a good save by De Gea. So we were going for the 3rd goal. We wanted to rub it in David Moyes' face, but sadly De Gea was once again proven to be quite a good player in this game. And from the corner, Insigne tries to find Ranocchia, comes away to Hamsik, who strikes on the volley, but it just goes over the bar. So still 2-0, but the game was basically sewn up at this stage. We made a triple substitution. Lukaku, Radicevic and Gutierrez came on for Ranocchia, Hamsik and Balotelli. So time to rest the first team players, really. Of course, we'd still have a game on the weekend, and although we probably have already claimed the Serie A title once again, we still do want to rest the players and make sure that nobody gets any hamstring injuries and pulls up with muscle damage come the late stages. So we bring on the fringe players, take off the first team. Higuain also comes on for United, so maybe he could score on his return to the Stadio San Paolo. Who knows? But in the 88th minute, the last chance would fall to us. We had a free kick, which I decided to give to Brian Carrasco. Carrasco stands over it, and he's got a really good chance to score his first free kick goal of the series. It's Carrasco who steps up and takes it, but unfortunately De Gea makes quite a routine save, really. It made it look a little bit acrobatic, maybe for the cameras, but even so, De Gea makes the save, and I still only scored 3 kicks in this career mode with just 1 player, and that's Seb Larsson. It's just ridiculous, but even so, good stop by De Gea. But from the corner, it's crossed in by Insigne towards the head of Gutierrez and Fernandez. The header is well saved, but it falls to Lukaku, and the Belgian comes off the bench and gets a courtesy goal. So Napoli 3, Manchester United 0. The game is sealed with just 18 seconds on the clock. The tie is over, and we are going through to the Champions League semi-finals, which is fantastic news for us because, as I said, I'd really like to win the Champions League alongside the league this year in our debut season in the Champions League. So a 3-0 victory sees us win 4-1 on aggregate, and we are indeed through to the Champions League semi-finals, where we will be taking on Bayern Munich. So if anyone's going to stop us with Napoli, you'd have to say it'll probably be Bayern Munich. So we take on Bayern Munich in the semi-finals of the Champions League. That will be in the next episode. So as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode, please leave likes. That's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out, and it only takes a second to click that like button, and it really does help me out. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Look forward to the next episode, which does have the Champions League semi-finals against Bayern Munich, and I'll see you for that episode very soon.